Hi guys, welcome to recording number 2 because I went way too dark in the first recording.
Yeah, so...
Mitchell wants you all to kill yourselves, just BT dubs.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
News, again.
yes.
Welcome to the bonus episode.
Yep, okay, folks, so this is just going to be a quick little bonus episode. It's just going to be us bullshitting for a little while, but we do have a big announcement. Well... Big-ish.
We have an announcement.
We have an announcement.
Mitchell's also pregnant.
Yep.
Who's the father?
We all know that it's Philip.
Wow! No, screw you. We all know that it's Hephaestus.
Oh, yeah.
Bestiality.
Oh,
But no.
so take 3.
No, I'm not doing this again. Alright, no, but our announcement is that we will be changing our broadcasting schedule. Uploading schedule, take your pick. So we're going to be moving from Wednesdays once every 2 weeks to Thursdays once every 2 weeks. We won't be shifting the actual week that our shows come out on, but we will be changing the day of the week. So, unfortunately for all of you out there, Matthew, looking at you, you'll have to wait one extra day
We did this to
around.
spite you.
We had you in mind when we made this decision, and what we had in mind was, fuck you.
Exactly. So... that's kind of just our big thing is that we wanted to announce is that we're just going to be changing our schedules up a little bit.
Sorry if you woke up on Thursdays hoping for an episode because it's now going to be Fridays, which only makes your Fridays better.
All right.
Yeah.
But if you if your Thursday was your Friday and like you have a Friday Saturday skit, I'm so sorry.
Get fucked. I don't know what to tell you then
Yeah.
at that point. But yeah, we're just gonna be bullshitting this episode, talking about some personal shit, talking about some Warhammer, talking about whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This
And
is
not talking about bridges, Mitchell.
I'm gonna fall back on the Mitchell does in fact want everyone listening to our podcast to kill themselves. Anyway,
Excuse me.
moving on.
No, I do not want you to kill yourself.
What do we condone here at Lorecast Turtles? Mitchell.
I do not.
Just stop. Just stop.
Quit it. It was a joke. Rhetorical. It was rhetorical. Fuck.
I can see the gears grinding. Like, wait, what am I saying?
Wait a minute. There's a word before that. It's like, no, we do not.
It's
Anywho,
not like we got 15 minutes in the last episode.
God. Okay, we're talking about some personal shit, and Mitchell had
had a couple anecdotes that got very dark
very quickly, and then he said some wrong things by accident that really made it sound like Mitchell had a predisposition to like what everyone listening to our podcast should be doing with their mortal coils.
Doing with their existence upon their mortal coil.
Anywho,
regardless, though,
like I was saying, this is very much going to be a meet the creators type episode. We're just going to be talking about bullshit. So yeah, if y'all are just here for the SIG lore, then feel free to dip by all means. If you want to stay here for the next 30-45 minutes and watch us just talk out of our asses, well, here we are.
So Mitchell.
Oh god.
I finally chose a Space Marine chapter.
There we go. Good thing to say, Mitchell.
And it's Crimson Fists.
It is Crimson Fist.
Yes, another son of dawn.
I got one painted. Can you lift that blanket off that bookshelf?
Yeah, it's over here somewhere.
Yeah, it's all by all the Chaos Space Marines. So.
Yeah, but the difference is that
shelf.
unlike Crimson Fists are actually good.
No, they're not.
they're not.
They're actually tad worse.
Let me have this.
But I do have a cool warlord trait that's just called Refuse to Die.
Well, do you know what you have that Phil doesn't have? A chapter master.
Get out.
Cool, I don't have one either.
But yeah.
No, you're right. You just have Senior Bullshit himself with a 2-up armor and a 3-up invuln.
This is a cool Ultramarine.
You're so lucky I do not have my Walther in that door anymore.
Shot.
Guess I'm dying.
I thought that's what you wanted.
Yeah, because Ultramarine Blue is lighter than this, right?
Yeah.
And
But
changing
their
topic.
paint, you use Ultramarine Blue for them, but Ultramarine Blue isn't actually blue. It wasn't actually Ultramarine
No,
Blue.
you use Calgar Blue for Ultramarines. This is Cantor Blue.
Well, I thought, but like the actual Ultramarine Blue isn't the right blue for
I
Ultramarines, right?
I think the base
Okay.
paint is McCrag Blue.
Okay, yeah, but Ultramarine Blue, because Ultramarine Blue has always been a color beforehand.
Yeah.
So there's the Ultramarine, but this is Cantor, which is just a dark blue. which is one of my favorite colors. I love this dark blue.
I don't know why that paint felt really thick.
Probably because it's like the third paint he's probably put on that model.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Do you not wash it? Well, I guess it makes sense.
Oh no, I do. It's just sometimes the primer is really difficult to get off.
Right, I feel that.
And this has been like my test boy, but he looks pretty good from from like there.
I'm drugging y'all's cats, and it's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, the catnip spray.
No, oh, that poor motherfucker. Freya's about to try to eat Hephaestus.
By the way, I don't think we've ever actually introduced our cats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
that's more of a visual thing, though. Realistically,
it really is. But like we've mentioned the cats, so like, and this is a personal episode, so like, screw it. So Mitchell and myself, between the two of us,
so we have my cat who lives here, Hephaestus.
Wow.
I raised him. Goddammit.
Ding ding ding. Fight. But no. So we do all of our recordings in mine and Mitchell's apartment. We're actually roommates. And between the two of us, we have 3 cats.
Let it begin.
Yes, the kitten. So there's the youngest of ours, which is Freya, and she's my cat.
You're making it sound like a married couple. Freya's the only cat you have.
Yeah, that's fair.
I got 2.
And then Mitchell does have 2.
Yeah, I got my one cat, Lotta, who is a
whore.
She's a cat. She's a short-haired cat.
She's a whore.
She's chaos incarnate.
Oh god. And then there's my
the bestest boy ever, Hephaestus.
Yes, who has like his back legs barely work.
Yeah, Hephaestus has a
No, like you'll make this joke all the fucking time. His back legs work almost 100% fine. Y'all are just dicks.
No, his back legs are just very weak. He can't jump worth a damn.
Yeah, no, it's because of his balance thing. No,
yeah.
So
it's
like literally what happens is he has
it is a brain thing and tension tremors.
Yeah, which affects his balance, doesn't it?
No, it actually isn't a balance thing. Basically, whenever he occasionally, whenever he thinks like I'm going to do something, like I'm going to jump, it's not that his balance goes on. His brain just goes nope. Like his brain, basically think of like turning off a light switch.
Yeah.
And like the nerves and whatnot that affect his back leg, just the fucking light switch flips off and he just goes nerd and falls over. Like it may look like his balance is off. That's because like it's not that his balance is fucked up. His balance is fine. It's that little like his back leg just go nat the day.
I just make the excuse that he just learned how to do all of his stuff on his front 2 paws and his back legs are just there for support.
They're just there for aesthetics.
To make him look like cats.
There you go. Well, I
don't know. We might post a picture of them on Facebook. Go over there, follow us, or
maybe
Twitter.
We'll see. But yes, cats.
And me myself, I have 4 cats at the house right now.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, the Hephaestus and Freya, I raised Hephaestus for like 6 months. And I gave him to Phil and Mitchell, and then Freya, I raised her for I want to say maybe a month, maybe before I gave her to Phil. But they were strays that me and my girlfriend found, and then we already have 3 cats, so we gave them to Phil and Mitchell because they like cats. But I have 2 absolute fucking mongoloid cats, Loki and Smokey, that are just fucking large.
Yeah, they're
like
huge.
Smokey is big and poofy. Loki is a short hair, but Loki is like thick. Like Loki's too big to take damage.
Extra thick.
Yeah, no, like 3 C's. Like Loki's so big, if you were to shoot him, it would just get lost in his fat. And like I don't know what happened because like he wasn't that big when we got him, and I don't like overfeed them. He just fucking like I don't know. He just big.
He hit menopause.
Yes, fuck. I guess like good God. And then I have Artemis. She's my little girl, and she was small.
Until like a month
ago, when she like decided to finish growing, she was like a medium, like maybe 5-6 pound cat, maybe for like a year, and then like last month her body was like time to finish growing, and then she's like fucking 12 pounds now, and she's not fat, she just got big. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? And I'm currently fostering a 4th cat, a little like I think at this point 6-week-old kitten named Bast, and trying to rehome her into somewhere nice. Oh, I just go baby girl. Oh my goodness. Mitchell keeps dropping hints that he might want her, but not really.
Yeah, no. I already have 2.
Yeah. No. This is the longest I've held Freya for a while. Like, actually held her.
No, yeah, no, she's getting
like,
Because she's fucking high.
You know what? That's fair. No, like, normally if she's in my room with me, I'll set up my computer, and she'll hop up in my lap, and she'll want to be up with me in my lap, but the second I, like, hold her, she's like, nope, we're done here. I am merely the perch.
I exist for her elevation. Exactly. That's about it.
No, oh, dude, no, I threw up a video earlier today. I was watching a video about handmade flintlocks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's literally a video of a dude hand making a flintlock. And, like,
When
I
we
was
say
saying
handmade flintlocks, I kind of assume it's about someone hand making flintlocks, yes.
That's fair. But no, so, like, I was watching this video, and Freya was just, like, time to get up, all up in his business, came up, sat on my chest, and we reclined, and, like, I watched this video, and she was just sitting there watching it with me, and I was like, this is what it feels like to be content. Watching the Second Amendment with my cat.
Nah, right now, Bass loves to snuggle, but like the literal second you have any type of like lateral movement, I swear to God, just like a fucking T-Rex, because she's like, oh, you have the same movement, it is now time to hunt, and she'll just start fucking annihilating my hands. Yep. And I'll be sitting there, and she'll be eyes closed and asleep, and I'll like move my fucking arm to like make like scooch over like to breathe or something. She'll be like, red eyes meme.
Yep.
Like it's like the on Jacob's chest sleeping. I sleep. Jacob moves. Real shit. Like it is. Hood rat shit ensues. It's fucking retarded.
Yeah. I suppose, you know, considering this is a Warhammer podcast, we might actually cover some Warhammer here. So I actually just built some...
We haven't. We've covered the Forces of Chaos. No, it's cats.
You know what? That's pretty accurate. But no, so in my personal news, I actually just completed building a 5-man squad of Vigilors and a Stormstrike Chariot. I think is what it's called. The Chariot. Mm-hmm. Stormcast Eternal Chariot.
I've been thinking of painting.
Hey,
that's a step.
That's
thinking.
A step forward.
Hey-o.
Now you just have to actually build it, paint
right?
it.
100%.
You sure you don't want to live here for a week and just do that? Just turn off your phone.
I wish I could.
Just go hide from all of your roommates who are pestering you constantly.
I wish I could.
You can.
I can't.
I mean, technically, he works at the behest of one of his roommates. So, like,
He only has to be there 2 hours a day.
3 hours Monday and Tuesday, 2 hours Wednesday and Thursday, 2.5 hours on Friday.
Oh.
So 3 hours a day.
Oh, let's see. Hobbying news.
So what do y'all think of the new 40K stuff?
Which
The Gene Stealer Cult and
The
Custodes?
Gene Stealer Custodes, yeah.
Oh, that Custode that's going to allow for 3-inch deep strike.
The Blade Champion?
No, the Gene Stealer.
Oh, you said Custode.
I'm just infinite stroke. Don't worry about me. Remember, I condone Custodes.
Yeah. Yeah, just deep strike in with shotguns and
Pew, pew, pew.
clack. Wait, because it's not like because they're not like teleporting in. It's supposed to them just like coming out of the fucking ground like Skaven, just being like, yes, motherfucker, bop, 12 gauge. And the grim darkness of the far future, buckshot still gets the job done. How'd you kill the genetically enhanced super soldiers of the Imperium that could live forever and kill thousands of enemies? Mossberg.
Oh my god. No, what's the combat shotgun from Halo? It's like an 8-gauge loaded with like quad magnum shells.
It's an 8-gauge shell, and the pellets are the size of 357 mag.
Yeah, because it's like quad-aught buckshot.
Yeah, it's quad-aught buck. Basically,
and then they're like magnum rounds too to top it off.
Yeah, no, yeah, basically.
Just because go fucking.
They straight up said like before the Covenant, this shotgun was illegal. Then elites with shields came. They're like, fuck their day. One of my favorite lines from the original Halo was when Guilty Spark was like, "You have bought weapons that are so inefficient at killing the Flood, and I'm loading my shotgun shells like, excuse me, pard, but what the fuck?"
It's like, your weapons are insufficient for this task. Me loading the quad-aught
fucking pumping a fucking quad buck into a fucking combat form's chest and watching it disintegrate before my eyes.
Yeah, insufficient my left nut.
Right.
So
bullshit.
You got any more? Oh, yeah, but no, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm already splitting a box. What about you, Jacob? Any
I need to buy some more Sigmar stuff for our 1,500 point game. But I'm trying to budget that out. I think with what I have now, I have 944. The Skink Chief on a Stegodon is like 304 points. So that's going to put me at like 1250. And then I think I'm just going to buff my skink squad from 12 skinks to 20 skinks. I know there's supposed to be 10, 20, 30, but I came with like 12 fucking skinks for some reason. Yeah. So I'm just going to buy a box of skinks and use 8 of them, I suppose, and put it at 20 to get the points up. And I think that should put me like 1,350, 1,400 points, which would be good enough.
Yeah. It's so weird to me how, like, in 40K, you can pay for each individual model, and if you want to field, like, a 2-man squad of Space Marines, you can. Like, you're not supposed to.
Well, I think that just comes down to, like, with Age of Sigmar being a little more simplified.
No, you can't be under strength.
But like, you can run a 4-man squad of Blade Guard vets if you want to.
Yeah.
But I think it just comes to the fact, like, because, like, Sigmar is simplified, not in a bad way. The system is a little more simplified. Mm-hmm. They operate in those more broadened terms, so it's easier to like grasp. Where at 40K you can hardcore nitpick because 40K is intrinsically a more complicated game. Mm-hmm. So you can have like 4-man squads and shit and get a lot more nitpicky with the points because that's the point of the game. Is it's more complicated, so you can do more in-depth complicated shit.
Yeah,
because that's just kind of how the game is. But no, the good news is that when I get my Skink Chief, I will actually have like just enough like units to do a battalion. No, fuck, what are they called again?
War Scroll Battalion?
Oh yeah, War Scroll Battalion.
Or a Core Battalion?
I think it's a War Scroll, I think.
Okay.
Because War Scrolls don't exist in pitched battles.
No, it's the one you can do in pitch. I forget what it's called.
Oh. Okay, so it's a Core Battalion.
Core Battalion, yeah.
I'm just going to look it up because I have a fucking app for this on my phone right here. Doot, 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 doot.
So, Sons of Dorn. Yeah.
Sons of Dorn.
Sons of Dorn.
By the way, did you hear what Space Marine chapter Ben is doing? No. Mr. Orkman himself?
Which one?
Black Templars.
Core Battalion, sorry.
Yeah.
We just said that! I didn't know that's what it was, so I was checking what I'm saying, and this is more for Mitchell's benefit, is with my Skink Chief on Stegodon and whatnot, I'll have just enough units to do the Core Battalion so I can give my Skink Chief, my Stegodon a 5-up board.
Nice.
It's going to be great.
But yeah, Mr. Orkman himself, Senor Wog himself, the 3D printer we all know and love.
He's playing the hardcore fuck the orc army.
Well, actually, no.
That would actually be Crimson Fist.
That is Crimson
Fist. No, but Black Templars have been hardcore on Orc Trail in the lore for a long time.
Crimson Fist literally went on their entire objective is to cleanse orcs.
I am aware of that. What I'm also saying is that the Black Templars they've been on currently a stupid long crusade led by Helbrecht himself to go collect Grimgor's fucking head.
Yeah, but the Crimson Fists actually have stratagems specifically.
Yes, I'm aware of that. I'm just saying recently in the lore,
hardcore
been fuck orcs as well. Good God, guys! I'm not negating what you're saying. I am agreeing, but I'm also saying that in the lore.
But I just find it funny that he decided to go Black Templars. But I think he might have bought one of those starter armies.
Yeah.
Well, the new models.
He bought that new box, I believe.
Yeah. And then and the Codex art, the limited edition Codex art. Oh man, that's nice. That's nice.
It's pretty fucking tasty.
Oh yeah, it is. Not to mention all the new models look just absolutely gorgeous.
I'm still salty about the fucking Redemptor Dreadnought getting a goddamn Melta.
Yeah,
special flamethrower unit. Your Redemptor Dreadnought gets a fucking Melta. Me, the Salamanders player, guess I'll just go fuck myself.
That's okay. If I ever get a Imperial Fist Codex, it'll probably just be to tell me that I'm losing all of my special stratagems and I'm losing my chapter tactics.
We're taking all your name characters away as well.
Yep.
Mood.
Yeah.
No, Crimson Fist will just get their own supplement.
Yep. Yeah, dude, Crimson Fists are going to get their own supplement before Imperial Fists actually get anything good done to them.
When their chapter master gets a model update before the Iron Fist even get a chapter master in general.
Dude. Well, Pedro Cantor is a pretty cool dude. And
yeah, and Torque Aerodon is just straight up not worth the points.
You told me he put some work in last time you played with him.
You gotta give him that. No, you can't. You can't give him the 4-up.
Yeah, no, I can't give him any relics or anything like that, and I can't give him a special Warlord trait. He gets Siege Master or whatever it is. Master of the Siege or something.
That's stupid.
Yeah, so like the only thing I can do for him would be potentially... Basically the only way I have to buff him is to stick him next to an Apothecary.
Yeah.
And give him a FNP.
Yeah. A 6-up FNP. Or like maybe... maybe I could see about like throwing a Librarian in next to him, but again...
Do you think we will get like a Super Heavy Bolter and a Redemptor Dreadnought? Can you imagine like the bolter?
A super heavy bolter.
That's typically 75 millimeters, right?
You're talking like a bastardized.
But what if it was 152 millimeters?
Okay, so you're talking about like a bastardized version of like the fucking Titan weapon, like the Vulcan bolter or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is...
Boom, boom, boom. It's 3 shots.
All I'm saying is fuck that. Just a super heavy bolter, heavy 25. Strength 5, AP 2, damage 2, because fuck you. It has blast, is why the fuck shouldn't
The
it?
Onslaught Gatling cannons don't have the bolter keyword.
Nope, because they're not bolters. Which is super dumb.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, the assault cannons on the Terminators don't have the bolter keyword either. Even though I'm pretty
They're storm
sure
bolters.
No, I'm talking about the assault cannons. The minigun looking thing they can strap under their arm. Yeah.
Because that's what the heavy Gatling cannon, whatever the fuck its name is, I keep forgetting.
The Onslaught.
Yeah, that's what it's based off of. Basically, it's just a minigun.
The Onslaught cannon is a reimagining of the Terminator's autocannon. I forget what it's called, and then assault cannon. That's what it is. And then the heavy Onslaught is just that, but bigger.
Because I had to make the choice if I want to do the Onslaught Gatling cannons or do the is it called Macroplasma?
Macroplasma incinerator.
But it's just like, it's so much better because you just overcharge it and you just need, need to get rid of another vehicle.
You just have both by having the plasma cannon on one arm and then the Onslaught Gatling cannon underslung.
But that one only has like...
It's a heavy 8.
It's a heavy 8, but it's not the heavy like 12.
But it's the same strength.
No, it's not.
It's not?
Nope. The heavy Onslaught is strength 6, AP1 damage
1
or 2. And then the normal Onslaught is strength 5, AP1 damage 1. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I've looked at it.
But the Macroplasma is just so much better because it is more versatile.
Not to mention it has a blast, so like...
Yeah.
It almost entirely negates the fact.
And it can unlike the Gatling cannon, it can more reliably hurt armor.
And I only need more horde clearers in my army because I've got like a 6-man squad of aggressors.
Yeah.
With Pedro Cantor. So
aggressors.
I'm re-rolling a lot.
Yeah. And you get exploding 6 of the bolt weapons, so those aggressors are gonna go ham.
They're just going to go up and...
Okay, the Heavy Onslaught and the Onslaught have the exact same damage profile, the exact same AP. The Heavy Onslaught is just Strength 6, Heavy 12. The normal is Heavy 8, Strength 5.
Is it damage 1 or 2?
1. They're both 1. They're both AP 1. Like, they are literally the same gun, except the Heavy is 1 Strength and 4 shots more. So realistically, Cannon and Onslaught, you're basically getting the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
You're doing the same AP, same damage.
Yeah. That's why I run it.
I like to run the Heavy Flamer because of my doctors and whatnot, but like, it just doesn't have the range. Like, I wish it did, it just doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's only range 12?
Heavy Flamer? Yeah, range 12, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, range 12.
Yeah, but with those, hopefully you'll be getting an update to all flame weaponry, and they'll just add like 6 inches.
Maybe.
So you can get the 18 inch.
I know, so I have some hope left because, like, the Custodians and the Gene Study each got, like, 1 new model, which isn't a lot, but it's something. Because I know we were talking about this, like, a couple weeks ago, where it's like, yeah, like, Black Temples are getting so many new models that we're probably going to get some new Shield Arc Codex come out, but I was like, wait a minute. it's a new codex. Like the Black Templar, this is 100% a new codex for them. That's where they're getting so much new shit.
Yeah.
We're supplements. We're not going to get anything new. But the 2 new codex came out, they have new shit. And now their codex is not supplement, so I'm still a little apprehensive, but like I'm a little more optimistic that we might get some new shit.
It's all supplements. It's not a new codex. It's all supplements.
No, I'm saying the 2 new ones, Custodies and Gene Stealers, those are whole ass codex in themselves. So it's like they got at least 1 new model each, but they're a whole codex. Whereas we're supplements, so I'm still a little apprehensive as to whether or not we're gonna get new shit. I hope we do. Fucking nice. Need it.
But then again, the Dark Angels didn't get anything new, so like
the Dark Angels don't need anything new.
Well, I mean, they could use a Primaris update for a lot of their models.
The Dark Angels needs updates. They don't need new models. They need updates because the Dark Angel already has like a fuck ton of their own special, like the Deathwing and all that shit.
Yeah,
they have a lot of special shit that the other Space Marine chapters don't have. They're just old. They just need to update it like bad.
Yeah, they need model updates.
Like the units, like the people that need new shit. Like they just need new shit. Like hardcore need new shit. White Scars. Bad.
Yeah.
Raven Guard. They have a chapter master, so not like as bad, but still decently.
Their chapter master is brand spanking new for their model. Because that came out with the 8th edition supplement for Space Marine 2.
But they still don't have a whole lot. And like White Scars haven't gotten any love. I think the only like specialized model they have is
one is whatever his name is.
Yeah. The Huntmaster.
Yeah. Pretty dope model.
Is he a captain?
No, he's the Hunt's master. So
no, he's the leader of the Hunt. He is used as a chapter master right now, but he's like the leader of the Hunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like he's kind of akin to Volcanistan.
Okay.
He's not like the same rank because they're different positions, but he's akin to that.
Okay. So he sits a little outside of
White Scars need it bad. Raven Guard need it bad. Imperial Fists.
Raven Guard don't have a lot of their own type of specialty units. They're just really heavy on Phobos, so when they get their codex, they need better Phobos stratagems.
Exactly. They need new shit. Not only new model, but they need new shit. Like, White Scars need new shit bad. Well, I would say models more than anything, but they need new shit.
Or at least they need better stuff for the Primaris.
Yeah, Raven Guard need new shit, and more in the form of stratagems and whatnot, so they can actually utilize their, like, speed and stealth better. Imperial Fists need new shit in the form of like better abilities and their fucking stratagem and all. Like
they need a chapter.
I-Fists need everything. I-Fists need models. They need stratagems. They need abilities. Like I-Fists are just. I love you, Phil, but they're just shit tier right now because like all the shit they have isn't usable,
dude.
Unless you're in very highly specialized narrative battles. Like we're really good at blowing up buildings. You know what you almost never do?
Yeah. Buildings are almost completely irrelevant.
Like in narrative, like I would love for that narrative. It's like I live for narrative games. We hardly ever play narrative because fuck me. But like narrative, I would highly prefer narrative, and that'd be a lot better for you because then like you'd get to like punch buildings really good and shit. But like
then maybe Torgaradon's ×3 fist would actually do something.
But like we normally play just normal fucking battles in one. We don't do narrative. We do what's it called again? Type battles we do. It's not narrative matched. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, technically, we do open.
I prefer open play.
We do match and open. We don't do a whole lot of narrative, which is why you don't get your shit. So they need shit really, really bad.
Yeah, dude, like that video from Auspex Tactics.
Hey,
oh my god!
Just be happy. You have an updated model for a character.
That's fair.
Pedro Cantor still fine cast.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So is Volcanistan. Oh my god! Like,
what?
I have Adrax. I have Adrax. Which is nice. But trying to like that fine cast shit is rough. Well, I still have to make Brayarth Ashman. He's still in that little fucking deck box. I haven't taken him out yet.
Yeah. The only thing that the Crimson Fist have over the Imperial Fist is that the Crimson Fist were the original poster boys. But look how far they have fallen.
Also a chapter master.
Yeah, they actually have a pretty good chapter master.
But look how far they have fallen.
Well, yeah, because then Matt Ward came in and it was like, Ultramarines are the best! Ah!
What was that?
I know what I said. You heard it.
Did you dial a little bit?
Ultramarines are the best, sir! And it's like, they're cool, but like, calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
I think like, the, not Iron Warriors. Iron
Fist.
Hands.
Or
Iron Hands. Iron Hands, like they're not. They're in a decent place right now. Like, because you can just you just go.
Oh my God.
You just go oops all dreadnoughts and like you're fucking solid.
No. I was talking to Matthew the other day, and we were like talking about. So Matthew was talking to us, and he sent us in like what his 2,000 point list is gonna be.
I saw that.
Let's pause.
Oh my God.
Let's pause. You too can talk to us if you send us messages on Facebook.
Yes, that's very fair. Please send us messages. We're lonely.
But like
We only have each other.
Ew. But no, like the Iron Hands are not in a bad position because, like
actually,
I said,
they're in a pretty good. No. I read some of their stratagems. Oh my God, their stratagems are ridiculous.
Iron
I'll be
Hands
able to
are
finish
actually
my sentence eventually.
Iron Hands are actually one of the most competitive Space Marine lists.
Yeah, no, the Iron Hands are in a good position right now because, like I said, you can basically just like run Uxal Dreadnoughts and crump everything
No,
you
not even
see.
that.
But I would love to see some like specialized Iron Hands units because like they're so AdMech-esque that I feel like they could just do some really, really cool shit and they could have some really cool fucking models.
I really wish that they would introduce like the Medusa. Like the Medusa are they're like that's their the Drake Guard for salamanders. The Drake Guard,
the Fire Drakes?
Fire Drakes.
Okay.
Yeah, the Medusa are like the equivalents of the Fire Drakes.
Okay, no. So like the Fire Drakes, that's like what I think, if I remember correctly from my lore, that's what like the Chapter Master, that's what the first company is called, the Fire Drakes.
Oh, okay.
Back in the Horus Heresy, they were actually like Vulcan's personal guard.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who were all fucking kitted out and looked like fucking like just straight ballin'.
Yeah. No, so the Medusa are basically the same thing. The Medusa were the personal guards to Ferrus Manus. And they were all kitted out in like Terminator armor, and they actually were working on creating their own pattern of Terminator armor specifically for themselves.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I know this will like absolutely never happen, but you know what I think would be like really fucking cool is like a squad of troops like specific to the Iron Hands, because like I said, they're so AdMech-esque. So it's a troop selection, like intercepts or whatever, but they're like all like baby tech marines.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Like in the troop, but they all have like the servo arm.
Yeah.
Or like servos on them, and they're just like taking tech trees, they just like dumb it down a little bit and make it a troop choice, and it'd be like a specific thing, the Iron Hands. I think that'd be cool as shit, because that's very much the aesthetic I get from them.
Yeah, the flesh is weak.
Yeah, I think that'd be super fucking cool. Like they specifically have like augments and whatnot. They'd have like some special rules, like augmented superiority or something.
Maybe if they have a tech marine as their warlord, then you can take servitors as a troop choice.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's
Meltas.
That's the one thing I really like. Yeah, but fine cast. But no, that's the one thing I really like about Age of Sigmar. Is a lot of Age of Sigmar.
You can take different shit as battle line depending on like what you're running.
Yeah. So for instance, I like to run Hammers of Sigmar. So because I'm running Hammers of Sigmar, I can get all of those Draconith units as battle line. And then if you take a Knight Judicator as your general, then you can take Vigilors as battle line. And Vigilors are like these really cool hybrid infantry. And they have 2 range attack and 2 melee attack. And they're actually pretty good. Not to mention the models are pretty dope.
Thunder Lizards. I run Stegodons as battle line and I laugh my fucking ass off.
Nice.
Big dinos. That's my shtick.
Mitchell, you checking the stock market or something?
I'm looking at the meta for 40K for October.
Oh, nice.
What are you using to look at that?
It's Goonhammer. They do a meta analysis.
Is it an app or is it a?
It's just online. It's a website.
Online.
And they do like their meta analysis of say orc win rate for October. They won against the most for Orktober. They won most against Craft World Eldar, and they lost the most against Drakari.
The orcs did.
Yeah. I'm just
I think
kind of checking on
against
that.
Drakari right now.
But they don't have like specific Space Marine stuff. Which I've been trying to find so that we can see The win rates of the Imperial Fists.
It's probably ass.
You used to know this, didn't you? Like it was like low 40s or something like that, or low 30s.
It was like 38.
Yeah, or high 30s.
Yeah, it was low 40s, high 30s. But yeah, no, when Aspects Tactics came out without video.
Where do you go for that meta-analysis?
Oh, you just type in MetaWatch.
MetaWatch?
But yeah, no,
and just the month. But Crimson Fist are right there because actually our chapter tactic is slightly worse.
Yeah.
Because you barely ever get to use it, and because 9th edition is very elite heavy.
Yeah.
There's no hordes.
Yeah. Unless you play a hardcore horde faction, if you play a faction that is meant to horde to a certain like Tyranids or orcs or something like that, you can go horde a little more effectively, but you can't force horde like you used to be able to.
Unless you're going against Dunkmaster Dirk and his 500 conscripts, you're screwed.
If you throw enough shit at a wall, it will stick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would like to see new shit with Iron Hand. I'm not gonna say anything about the Salamanders. I'm just not. I would like them to get new shit, but I know they realistically
just Melta.
They just don't.
Redemptor.
They just don't need it. I would like the Redemptor for the Salamanders to get a Melta because just in general, I would like to see a new Flamer unit like the fucking Black Templars have or something along those lines. But realistically, with Blade Guard vets and Eradicators and Devastator squads and whatnot, they just kind of don't need it. I'm gonna deep strike in 2 Dev squads on turn 2, so I'm at +1.
You can deep strike Dev squads on turn 1 with drop pods.
Well, no, but you do it on turn 2 with the drop pods, so you're already in the tactical doctrine, so you already have the Promethean Cult, so you're slapping with 4 multi-meltas at a +1 to wound, and I can use one of my stratagems to make it, and I can use Volcanistan, so all Flamer Melta, I can choose a squad, and any Flamer Meltas they shoot I can reroll hit and wounds, and I'm going to be naturally +1 to wound because Promethean Cult, and da-da-da-da-da-da, and I'm just gonna turn 2 walk in, and I'm just gonna melt with the fucking Christ of your army and just kill everything. And Salamanders naturally ignore 1 AP, so unless you're hitting them with really strong weapons, it kind of doesn't matter. And
they're strong.
They're in a good position right now with what we have. I would like to see some new shit just from a lore standpoint and from a sensical standpoint. But realistically, they don't. They're definitely not in the same category as IFIS and White Scars, who just aggressively need new shit because they just lack it. And I'm not even saying
White Scars and
I know White Scars
very competitive.
Yeah, as far as their stratagems want to go, White Scars are very, very good.
Being able to advance and charge.
And that's just their chapter tactic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. White Scars, and I'm not saying any of these chapters need new shit because they're not in a good place. I'm just saying that they need it because they've gone so long without it, and realistically, it would just be the right move.
Yeah.
I literally think White Scars, and I might be wrong, but I think they only have one specialized thing, and it's their one named character. I think it's all they have.
Yeah. I would say anything for the Imperial Fist. I would want them to have the shield guys,
the breachers.
Oh
god, so attractive.
But
and make it a troop choice.
Could you imagine having that shield if there's a Primaris upgrade kit for the shield that had the fucking fist on the shield?
Yeah.
That'd be so nice.
I would love for a specific stratagem for there to be for the Crimson Fist for their first company.
You know what Crimson Fist is, if they don't already have it, what they should get? It's to be a stratagem kind of like what the Salamanders have. The Salamanders have, it's called Revenge for Ishvan 5. Where basically if they're fighting against Night Lords...
I do not like enemy-specific faction stratagems.
I don't like them either, but it makes sense if they had something that I was specifically fuck orcs.
Yeah, they do.
They already do? Okay.
Yeah. No, but I'm going to be honest, the faction-specific things, they really aren't all that useful.
I like them from a lore perspective. I don't give a fuck about how useful they are. I like it because from a lore perspective, it makes sense.
Yeah, the issue is that they're only going to give us a certain number of stratagems, and if they eat one of those up, that I'm never going to use. For instance,
they do that for Salamanders, and look where they're sitting right now. Salamanders have.
They have really good stratagems.
Exactly. What I'm saying is, one getting eaten isn't going to kill the chapter.
That's fair. But for my Imperial Fists, I just don't use half of the stratagems. Because, they're only... Realistically, about half of my stratagems are only good in the Devastator Doctrine, and they're only good when I'm targeting vehicles. Every other time, they're absolutely pointless.
Why vehicles?
Dude, IFIS have a hard-on for killing vehicles, and I don't know why, because that's not really what they're about.
Yeah. No, if anything, they should have a lot more stratagems that are like, oh, cool, if this unit does not move, they get +1 to hit, +1 to wound.
You know what I would think would be a cool stratagem for you. It'd be a 1 CP stratagem, and it's basically use either at the beginning of the shooting phase or use whenever a friendly Imperial Fist unit targets an enemy to shoot, and it's just they get Bolt of Discipline. Doesn't matter how far off they are or whatever. It's just they get Bolt of Discipline for this round. Because like I guess are so proficient with the weapons, basically like I don't give a fuck how far you are. I'm getting Bolt of Discipline.
And so they're getting their rapid fire out at full range. But no, like that's kind of my thing though, is that realistically, Imperial Fists are so disciplined and they're so good with
Before
their
we continue,
weapons.
This is Philip's favorite topic as to why his army sucks and what they
I'm technically joining it because the Crimson Fist do the exact same amount with bolters.
Yeah, I play Salamanders. I don't get to bitch.
Yeah, no, so like realistically,
I get to join him in his kindred.
To be fair, Mitchell, you don't need a reason to bitch about something in Warhammer. You always find a way.
This is my Crimson Fist. He's a Hellblaster. Notice there's no bolter. Because all bolter weapons apparently suck.
yeah, no, if you're not doubling down, if you're not taking like heavy intercessors, which apparently aren't really worth it, but I love them anyway.
Bro, I don't give a fuck how good they are. They look cool as shit, and like
they kind of slap. But no, going back to what I was talking about though, they're the Imperial Fists are supposed to be so proficient with their bolt weapons and whatnot that like they basically, honest to God, I wish they would lose the exploding sixes and literally just, if the Imperial Fists
don't move.
No. If they have a bolt weapon, double the number of shots. Because literally, you read the lore about what the Imperial Fists are capable of doing with bolt weapons and how disciplined they are in their firing lines and things like that. That like, if they don't if they don't move, they should just get double shots.
It's the exact same thing with Crimson Fist.
I would say their chapter tactic should be they just double the amount. They double the amount of shots with bolt weapons to a certain degree, like up to like a total of like 10 shots or something like that. That way, if you have like if you have some like bolt weapon that's like heavy 8, you're not getting.
That's the thing though. There is no bolt weapon that's like heavy 8.
Yeah, but like so like have. Maybe not double shots, but they get extra shots to a certain degree. Mm-hmm. And because they're very much hold the line, if they don't move, if they don't move, they either get pluses to hit. If they don't move, they get pluses to hit, or they get the benefit of being in cover, even if they're not in cover, because it's like trudging in.
I like the whole thing about like
if they don't move, they just intrinsically always have bolter discipline.
Well, you get that anyway.
No, I mean like if they shoot something, they have bolter discipline. Like they're procking it, regardless of range or anything. Well,
no, that's the whole thing.
No, that's
bolter
not
discipline.
Yeah, no, that's not what it works. My bad. Never mind.
Yeah, that's already what it does.
Yeah.
But no, like that's kind of my thing though, is that I like the ignoring cover. Ignoring light cover, that kind of makes sense to them. Because they are some of the best marksmen in the Imperium. And I like the concept of them with bolter weapons getting extra hits, but realistically the exploding sixes just does fuck all. Like, especially for me, my dice luck is so ass, I will roll 20 dice on a 3-up and 10 of them will miss.
Okay, so I was thinking of...
it's been me recently.
Yeah. Or, like, if it's a bolter, always add 1 to the hit roll.
Or yeah, something like that.
I would say I would say like intrinsic +1 to hit would just make sense.
Yeah. So I was listening to some lore. So, in my opinion, the Imperial Fist gene line is actually not dead.
It's not, because Primaris exist, and Primaris are specifically from Dorne.
No, but even before that, when the last Imperial Fist died, Crimson Fist, still being from the original successor chapter of the Imperial Fist, donated a lot of their Space Marines to the Imperial Fist to rebuild it.
Yeah.
I forget, there was one specific chapter that basically ceased to exist to rebuild the Eye Fist. I forget what chapter it was, though.
Yeah, it was one that had like just been formed like within the past 50 years.
Yeah,
and
they were basically like the Black Templars and the Crimson Fist. They did a bunch of shit, and then there was one chapter that was just like, we're just gonna not exist anymore, and we're just gonna become the Eye Fists.
Yeah.
So Imperial Fist still their gene line still exists.
Yeah.
Before
Well, the Black Templars were from the original Eye Fist too, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they split off, so really the argument could be made that they really are more of their own chapter. Like, yeah, technically,
isn't it the same with the Crimson Fists?
The Crimson Fists they resemble the Imperial Fists so much. They're just the sensible Imperial Fists.
Well, no,
because the whole entire point of them was they took the non-zealots and the non-fanaticals and just put them over there.
That's
and
fine.
Painted them blue.
That's fine and dandy, but if we're talking about the actual bloodline, didn't the Crimson Fists and the Black Templars both come from Eye Fists at the same time?
No, the Crimson Fist came from a later founding.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah. Whereas the Black Templars were at the second founding.
No, it should have been the first because the original chapter master was Imperial Fist.
Was he? I thought they were.
Nope, he was an Imperial Fist. And they're named after him because that was his nickname, the Crimson Fist.
Okay, so the Crimson Fists are the same age. So the Crimson Fists are the same age as the Black Templars. Mm-hmm. Then the argument can be made that the bloodline was alive with the Black Templars as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. If there was ever any doubt, which there really shouldn't have been, there shouldn't have been in the first place. But if there was ever any doubt about the Bloodline of Dorne existing, it definitely does now, because technically any chapter that got the first wave of Primaris technically has the blood of Dorne in their mix, because I think all of the first wave of Primaris that were made were based off the gene seed of Dorne.
Yeah. By the way, Crimson Fists cannot put themselves into a hibernation state.
I don't think the Imperial Fists can either.
Why's that?
They just
can't.
That's their
that's their gene mutation. Is that the Imperial Fists? If I remember correctly,
they can't go into hypersleep.
They can't go into hibernation, and they can't spit acid.
Yep.
And they can't spit acid.
Yeah.
Well, do they have any strength from their genes, from their genes specifically?
No, that's just their specific gene degradation over time.
Mm. Do you know what chapter really fucking needs help though? Real talk, the Ultramarines. They need so much new shit, guys. Come on now, they're in desperate need. They totally don't have 15 named characters.
Hey, seriously.
And a Primarch.
Hey,
can you get out of my house?
Okay, cool.
All right, so on Lovecraft Eternals, Mitchell and I will now be taking over the podcast.
Seriously, somehow.
You know what fucking sucks? You know what actually sucks is I'm actually a fan of Ultramarines. If Salamanders didn't exist, I'd probably play Ultramarines because they're my second favorite chapter. I really do enjoy them.
Yeah.
But the lore has basically been oh my god, for the Ultramarines to such a high degree. I almost feel like I have to hate them.
Yeah.
But I'm but they're actually kind of cool.
Dude, okay, reading.
Damn it!
Reading. What was the book? I think it's the first book of the
Plague Wars.
Yeah, is it Plague Wars?
Is that Dark Imperium?
Yeah. Dark Imperium.
That is the first book of the
Plague Wars is the second book.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But isn't it the Plague Wars series?
No. It's the Dark Imperium series. I'm
okay.
sure.
Okay.
Because the Plague Wars really only happened in the second book. But no, in the first book, it talks about the guy who ends up becoming basically Gilliman's Seneschal. I don't think he's technically a Seneschal, but he ends up becoming very close to Gilliman.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the lieutenant.
Yeah.
Dude, that was actually a really cool book. I really enjoyed reading that.
Well, no, that's what sucks is Matt Ward did so much damage with his Ultramarines are the best, and all Space Marines love Ultramarines. They have no choice. That did so much damage that there's just so much I don't know. I want to say hatred, but there's so much eye roll and just ugness against the Ultramarines. In my opinion,
there should not be a poster child for Space Marines.
There really shouldn't.
Space Marines as a whole should be the poster child
of if there should Space Marines should be the poster child of 40K, not because like they're the best, but that's just because like the most iconic almost of 40K.
Yeah.
But like there should never like the fact that every Space Marine you get, unless they are extremely chapter specific, are modeled as Ultramarines makes me want to commit a fucking a fucking war crime.
Yeah. like Ultramarines. Easy paint scheme, coming from like a StarCraft player, and cool. It's like always Terran.
Exactly,
and so that's another reason why a lot of people go with the Ultramarines because it's blue.
It's StarCraft,
and it reminds them of the StarCraft, and they look very similar. But it's just they're everywhere.
They're fucking like.
Look, all I'm saying is,
and their lore is cool. It really sucks. Their lore is cool. Like I do like their lore, but it's like you almost feel like you have to hate them.
It's shoved down your throat. It's like when you're doing dishes and your mom tells you make sure you clean the kitchen,
and it's like,
you just get angry.
It's like no, now I'm getting grounded for not doing it on principle.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Now I'm not the Ultramarines because fuck you.
No, you know what I'm gonna do though?
Again,
I'm gonna start
blue, but with red hand.
I'm gonna start a Tempestus Scions army.
Oh, dude, Tempestus Scions is so cool.
No, I'm gonna paint them green with a red hawk, and you know what they're gonna be called? The Legion of Atreides.
God, you fucking Dune.
You should do that for Outward Realms.
Oh my god, I should! Yes!
House Atreides.
House Atreides, yes.
Me and Noah were playing yesterday, and we're just like, totally not ripped off from Dune.
Yeah. No, dude.
But,
oh my god. Okay.
They're really not, but like, there's high influence from.
Okay.
Well, Dune was just such an influential
being
book.
completely like real talk. You can't do anything sci-fi without ripping off something from a certain degree. You have 40K. You have Dune. You have Mass Effect.
40K.
You have Halo. You have like you almost can't
Star Wars, Star Trek,
fucking StarCraft,
Babylon 5,
like. Blade Runner, like you can't do fucking anything remotely sci-fi without.
Well, StarCraft is a ripoff of Warhammer, but
Starship Troopers,
and then Warhammer is a ripoff of fucking Dune.
Like
Starship Troopers is arguably a ripoff of fucking 40K. Like, oh my god,
no, Starship Troopers.
Oh no, that's right. The original book came out.
Starship Trooper, the comics are all from the '60s. Starship Troopers made the Zerg, and the Zerg made the Nids. That's how that timeline goes, I'm pretty sure.
No, because the
you have
Nids...
that one backwards.
The Nids made the Zerg because
StarCraft
StarCraft was supposed to be a Warhammer game.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then, but like that base is the Arachnids from Starship Troopers. Like that's what the base, like for the Tyranids, that's what the base is the Arachnids.
And then if any of y'all are really curious about this, go look up
the Alien and Predators.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, you just can't fucking do anything without, to a certain extent, ripping off from something. The best thing you can do is just try to the best of your ability to make it your own.
But the lore for Outward Realms, though...
Oh, they slap.
It's slap.
But no.
I like how it's not overcomplicated. It's simple, and it's to the point, and it tells you exactly what you're getting, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, if y'all are ever really curious about this, go look up some of the how the noble houses of Dune work and how the Spacing Guild works. And
it's just 40K.
Once you start reading it, you're like, hey, wait a second.
Sure
all of a sudden, the houses of the Landsrat and the Spacing Guild look a lot like the Imperium and the Navis Nobilite. It's like, what the hell?
All I'm saying is Dune looks so much like 40K that GW would copyright it, even though GW is the one who copyrighted them in the first place.
What?
You mean Dune is the one who copyrighted?
No, that was the joke. That's because GW fucking copyright strikes everyone.
Yeah.
These days, like Dune looks so much like 40K that 40K would copyright them, even though 40K is based off Dune.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
Like it would be funny if it wasn't so accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other news, completely not related to 40K or Warhammer in general. Housing prices should start going back down in a bit.
Yay, that makes my life easier.
Want to hear why?
Oh, I'm certain for some horrible reason.
Well, it went up for a horrible reason. It's coming down for a good reason.
So Zillow would buy houses and outbid other people. Mm-hmm. So what a house would typically go for $250,000, they would buy for $300,000 and then sell for $320,000. Mm-hmm. So that's already a $70,000 increase, and they would constantly do that, and that would increase
it's artificially inflating the housing market.
That's artificially yeah. So they're just like, they actually lost money doing this, so they're no longer going to be doing this.
How'd they lose money? People just not buying the houses.
Sometimes it was even 20,000. They would just bump it up by 5,000. It was a really bad
like it wasn't enough to make it worth it.
Yeah. But it was awful. And so this constantly just inflated the housing market because people would be asking, and somebody would put a bid, and then a bot would outbid the person by like 50,000 or something. But then they would have to go back up, and so you're constantly having these bid wars. So they're stopping this practice because they lost money, and I think they might be going to court because of it.
People suing them? Maybe, yeah.
Good, they should. Fuck those guys. But yeah, their stock has tanked quite a bit.
Really?
It went from like 100 to 60.
Like dollars a share?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's
almost a loss of 50%.
That's a 40% drop. Like, yeah. God.
Yeah. So.
Well, my question is like, how were they losing money? Were they buying too many houses? Not selling enough?
The fees to buy a house. Yeah. And fees to sell a house.
And that's what was.
And there's probably there were capital gain taxes and stuff like that.
They needed to be increasing the houses by more to make up for that, and they just weren't doing that.
Yeah. Fun fact: Netherlands are putting in a law in the next 3 days to, if you buy a house for over a certain period of time, like a certain dollar amount, you cannot put that house up for rent. You have to live in it for 4 years beforehand.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would keep people from like buying up 90 houses and completely fucking a housing market in one area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's good. That makes buying houses for someone like, I don't know, me.
A little
simpler.
Or not me, because I'm a broke piece of shit.
Oh, that question that you asked me about me and Jess, I forget what the context was. All I remember is I asked Jess about it. She said yes. I'm pulling a gigantic blank of what the question was. I was hoping you'd remember.
I thought this was a secret conversation going on in front
of me. Yeah, no, we're all lost here.
No, I remember Phil asked a question about me and Jess, and I remember asking Jess, and she said yes, and I just don't know what the fucking question was because I'm stupid. And very tired. If you don't got it, bud, then I think we're just gonna be fucked until my brain resets.
Yeah, or one of us calls Jess and goes, "What the hell were you talking about?"
Yeah, never mind then.
Okay, cool beans.
Yeah,
I'm a smart person.
I mean, we were joking about me. If y'all bought property, I would buy a tiny home and go live on y'all's property.
It has to be over a half acre, and you would have to modify the septic system.
Good to know.
That's what happens when you work for development services.
Yeah,
I know a lot.
So I've officially got the job. I got my email from Carrie asking what my sizes are for my
safety harness or whatever.
Yeah, my safety chaps.
Nice.
In my t-shirt.
But are they assless? That's the question.
I mean, yes, they're chaps. But no. For those who don't know, I'm getting a new job working as basically a glorified lumberjack. For the county that we currently live in.
Wildlife mitigation.
Okay, hold on.
Wildfire mitigation.
Fire mitigation.
I wouldn't exactly say glorified. Yeah. I would say lumberjacks are the glorified position because you're fire prevention, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot more porn for lumberjacks than there is for fire mitigation units, so I feel like lumberjacks are the glorified ones.
What was Miss Kelly's thing about the battles up in Maine against Canadians? The lumberjack wars or whatever?
What the fuck?
You don't remember this?
I do not.
Oh, dude. Okay, Miss Kelly had that thing in A-Push where it's the conflict that happened up in Maine between...
So for people that are outside the country, A-Push is AP US History, and AP is an advanced class that you can take for college credits.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be called in different countries. That's what it's called in our country.
Yeah. It's called advanced placement. So AP.
Advanced placement US History.
Just be uncultured and say app.
But no. So in this in this class, though, she had this, Miss Kelly was a teacher for both myself and Jacob, but she had this thing where there's that conflict that happens in Maine. Whenever, like, America first acquired the Maine territories. And I'm going to forget what it was now or when it was.
Remember, it was technically part of Vermont at that time.
Yeah, but regardless. But basically, Canada had claim over, and then the American lumberjacks moved in and were like, these are our trees, and the Canadians took offense to that. And so, like, Miss Kelly used to have this thing about, she was like, yeah...
wars of old.
Yeah, no, she was like, oh, yeah, fulfilling your lumberjack fantasies of, like, just big, hairy men in fucking flannel swinging axes around at each other, and it's like, Miss Kelly, I don't need to know about your... fetishes.
She has a type.
Fucking apparently, dude.
Sorry, Mitchell.
Oh, were you molesting my cat?
I was giving them pets, yes.
Oh, okay.
Hardcore molestation, 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
100%.
Oh. Wow, we've been at this for exactly an hour and 16 seconds.
I told you rambling comes easy to us.
Yeah. It really does.
Honestly,
do we just want to go ahead and wrap up here? I feel like we've rambled plenty.
We have rambled. We have rambled quite a bit.
Yeah, it was a good...
That was a good ramble.
It was a good ramble.
And remember, if you want to take anything from this episode, Mitchell wants you to all go kill yourselves. That's the important part.
Wow.
Just remember, this is take 2. What happened on take 1?
Alright, y'all have a good evening. We will see y'all in 2 weeks on Thursday.
Or 1 week on Thursday.
Or maybe tomorrow.
Who knows?
We'll figure that out within the next 24 hours and get back to you.
Yeah, something like that.
Hopefully before 24 hours.
All right.
Yeah,
23 hours, 59 minutes, 59 seconds.
We made a decision.
Either way.
Everyone get to the apartment right fucking now!
Either way, we'll see y'all in the future. Have a good evening.
Peace out, guys.